I honestly don't have a stack to talk about this week. But I just thought that I would get on quickly just to say hello, just as though that there was an episode out. And I do have a little bit of knitting to share with you. So this week on the farm, I haven't been spending a lot of time here. I'm still supervising the Year 12 exams. And they've been quite long days. Um, I have just fed the sheep some hay, which they seem quite happy about. And we're at the point now where we're not getting enough rain. So when I'm done here, I need to refill their water bath for drinking as well. The paddocks are really getting to a point where the grass is quite long now, almost hay long. We have booked someone in to come and cut and bale hay in early December. So by then, what's green now should have dried out and we will be able to get all that cut into hay, which is really great. I did see a snake the other day up at the top of our driveway on one of those warm evenings. It seemed to be really enjoying the sun. So it's something that we need to be very mindful of now, especially with that long grass. But you kind of get used to it being here. You're very mindful of where you put your feet. I normally wear like long gum boots and pants when I'm out in the grass just to be extra sure. One thing that I discovered, a hazard of the fireplace here in the shed, is that the birds have started to try and come down inside the flue to nest, the whole, springtime thing. So the other day we discovered some birds trapped in the firebox. Unfortunately, a couple had died, but we were able to save some of the silly ones that had fallen down. So now I am keeping the door of the fire open so that if they do come down, they at least can get out into the shed, and then we're more likely to be able to get them out rather than discovering them in the firebox later on. The garden out here is a bit of a mess. We've done some spraying of weeds, but I probably need to get back in and do a bit more of that. Not today because it looks like it's going to rain and it's also quite windy. But that will be something that I can hopefully get on to next week. And everything is just growing a little bit wild now. We're really at that point in spring where everything is just growing like mad. I have managed to upload the Dancing Sugar Plums sock yarn and DK yarn onto my website, so they are definitely there to buy now, as is one Christmas yarn scrap pack. So getting quick if you want to grab that. Just make sure that if you want to get anything for Christmas that you get your ordering in soon. Australia Post have said that their shipping deadline is early December, I think the 15th of December. So be mindful of that if you're thinking about either sending a gift to someone else or if you're wanting to get a gift for yourself. Or if you want to get something to be able to make it for Christmas. There's sort of some, those shipping deadlines that means that if you order past that point, you may not get it before Christmas. Now to the little bit of crafting that I've done this week. Finally got back into doing a little bit of knitting, and I'm thinking that since today is not looking all that great weather-wise, it might be a nice day to just sit on the couch and get some knitting done as well. So I've done some quite mindless knitting this week. I finished the 2 at a time socks that I was working on. So they're done. I will just weave in those ends. They actually came out matching reasonably well for something that I actually didn't intend for them to match. So that's pretty good. And I started another sock. And I've made a lot of progress on this one. I only started it at the start of this week. And what I've done, and this is an experiment because I haven't done this before, is I've actually done a slip stitch, like I have partridge heel on a short row heel. I'm not sure, I haven't really seen it done before, so I'm not sure if there's actually patterns written up for it. But all I did, so I did the first half of the heel normally, so that's the bit that you stand on, it's on the base of your foot. And then I started doing the slipped every second stitch as I was coming back, like reversing the short rows to make the heel. And then I continue the slip stitches up a little bit further so it will sit sort of along where your shoe will sit. So maybe another centimetre or so above where the heel actually finished. So I'm going to finish this one, do a second, well, maybe, and try it out in terms of how it feels on my foot and see how it wears. But it was a interesting thought process to put that in. So there is. Well, that's it for another week. Thanks for spending some time with me. If you're enjoying these videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And look forward to seeing you next week on the farm. Bye.